Good morning, people. It's your man Joshua Pondexter. We're broadcasting live via YouTube and Facebook. I love the simulcast. We can send this. Be bold, be brave, be unstoppable. Enjoy the coffee, right? Listen, this morning, we won't be on here as long, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube. This is all about Ask Joshua. You can ask him. It's a list of questions or topics that we have incorporating and organizing your entity, business plan, building business credit, business and personal coaching, wealth building program, documents, preparations, trust, powers, attorneys, things of that nature that Stone Consultant LLC does, my company. But today, let's put on our business and personal coaching hat, right? Give you a little complimentary coaching session here, right? So the topic, strengthen your personal life, your business / life, right? In a recession. I don't know if you know, we are in a recession. Inflation, cost of goods are killing us. People are being laid off. Retail is being decimated. Brick and mortar, that's affecting primarily Black and brown women. They spend a lot of their life there in retail. So it's going to affect the families, especially the African-American family, which is headed 70, I don't dare to say 80% of the time by a female. So, hey, lose your revenue. What are you going to do, right? So might be too late to strengthen because you're already weak and you didn't strengthen. This is for you who consider yourself strong. You should be strengthening yourself. And if you have found yourself to be weak, financially, emotionally, spiritually, hey, you're going to have to start from the bottom, again. So in a recession, strengthening your business or your life during a recession. So you may ask, Joshua, what qualifies you to talk about this topic, right? 2008, I was in business. The market fiasco, right, which impacted the whole world, right? So this was a depression, right? This was the loss of value and equity in people's homes and job was something that hadn't been seen since the Great Depression. So if you were living, working in business during 2008, and you have survived and you're still not talking about, well, in 2008, it took me out. I lost everything. Yeah, whoop-de-doo. A lot of people did. Have you recaptured those things, right? By the grace of God. So now I know you young people, you in your mom and daddy house. You might not got the full effect of what was going on, but it was some rough, dark times, right? And the economy is in a cycle, right? The overall economy. You can control your personal economy, right? So that's what we're going to talk about. So let's give you 3 strategies. We're not going to be here all day. I'm not going to give you 5. I'm not going to give you 10. We're going to give you 3. And if you apply them, you will strengthen your business and your life during this recession. Hopefully it doesn't turn into another depression, right? So number 1, we want to create 1 year of business or life expenses, right? So if you have a business and your expenses in your business is $1,000 a month, so you need $12,000 of an emergency fund, cash, not credit cards and things of that nature, right? Same way in your personal life. If your expenses, which nobody is, $1,000 a month, we're just using that as an example, right? Because you can even rent a decent place for $1,000 a month. So whatever that is, 2,000, you need 1 year, right? And so, well, I can't even get to 3 months, right? Well, you need to get to 12 months, right? We're talking about strengthening. So if you had $30,000 of cash, $50,000 of cash, just earmarked for an emergency, just think how empowered you would feel, right? You might leave that job, but we're not advising that. So 1 year of emergency fund, right? Well, I can barely pay my bills now, right? Well, trust me, you're not working hard enough. If you got a full-time job, you need to be doing some Grubhubs, DoorDash, Uber, something, right? And I know that all these people that I see, because I see breakfast and lunch, I see the regular people, who's using that hustle as a full-time income doing it. But at the dinner bell, when I go to these restaurants and I see these people pulling up in them nice cars, kind of nicely dressed, grabbing the whole bag of food, I know they're not taking all that crap home, right? They're getting a side hustle. So hopefully they are using that to build that emergency fund, right? And so I know how difficult it is to save in America. And I know why. So most people are familiar with why it's difficult, but that it's difficult. But why is it so difficult? When 50 to 70% of your income is exposed to taxes, income taxes, sales taxes, property taxes, business taxes, fuel taxes. My goodness, how are you going to save any money? So you need a tax strategy. I'll let your boy, JoshuaPondexter.com. You want a strategy to minimize those taxes by 50 to 70%. I'll let your boy. We can help you. And then what we're going to do with those tax savings, we're going to create that 1 year emergency fund, right? 1 year, not 3 months. I'm talking about strengthening your business and your life in a recession. It's a recession now, and we're optimistic, we're hopeful, we're prayerful, even me, that it doesn't turn into another depression, because 2008, whoo, man, oh, it hurts, especially if you was in business. But if you was in your mom and daddy house, you might not then feel the effect. So no matter where you are, you need to put that in front of mind. I need to put 12 months of expenses together, whether it's for my business or for my life, right? And I know it's difficult to save money in America, and I'm telling you, and we all know it. And the reason why we may not know, and if we do know that there is a tax burden, it's more than just things being expensive, right? It is taxes are kicking out butt. 50 to 70% of our income is exposed to taxation, and that's in most developed countries, right? And so why is it that people in the know want tax strategists, right? Not a tax preparer. A tax preparer is not a tax strategist, right? So you need a tax strategist so you can legally, morally, and ethically reduce your tax liability, right? So we're talking about, I'm going to just giving you 3 strategies today. The one is saving that 12 months of emergency fund for your business or for your life, right? Number 2, sustainable competitive advantage, right? What is your sustainable competitive advantage, either in your business or in your life? So Joshua, what is your sustainable competitive advantage? Because I am going to be in the know. I am going to know information that you need to know to change your life, right? So if you uh, trying to move your business forward, if you're trying to move your financial position forward, we have information that will revolutionize your life in those areas, right? That's my sustainable competitive advantage. Always studying, always reading, always keeping up to date what's going on in the world, in the market, right? And then, regardless of what's happening, for the last 100 years, we have noticed a pattern of what people do to get wealthy, right? Hadn't changed very much. Real estate, business, investment in specific type of stocks, right? So rich people, they invest in oil, which is clean energy, gas, right? Agriculture, and the one thing that has changed, what you might want to consider, is them pharmaceuticals. Yeah, the pharmaceuticals. So let's talk about energy sectors, mining, right? So look at the wealthy, right? They own mining companies, right? And they got a whole lot of drilling and stuff like that. You can't own no mining company, but trust me, you can own invest in the stock of the companies that provide the equipment for that activity, right? So it's another level of understanding, right? Instead of trying to buy some Amazon and some Google and stuff like that, that might not be here tomorrow, that might be gone. Kmart used to be here. Sears was Sears, right? All these companies was here. Uh, just think about all the companies that have came and gone, right? Mining, agriculture, energy sectors, and them drug dealers, legal and not legal, they are here to stay. So those sectors, right? Sustainable competitive advantage. So in your business, what's that? In your personal life, in your career, what's your sustainable competitive advantage? What's going to separate you from the masses, right? One of the things that we try to do to separate ourselves is come on these platforms and give you free, useful information, right? This is my competitive advantage, right? All right. And number three, a pristine morning routine, right? Pristine morning routine. So this is part of my series. I think last week I did recommend books, so we're trying to recommend books for you. The 5 a.m. Club, Own Your Morning, Elevate Your Life. It's a whole methodology to the 5 a.m. Instead of getting up at 5 a.m., what you're gonna do? You're gonna prime yourself to get ready to the world, to serve your customers, to serve your employer, right? Wherever you may find yourself, you need to get ready, because the world, as soon as you walk outside your castle, you're going to start taking some fiery darts, and you need to be energized and ready with a smile, with a cheerful disposition, and a lot of energy. That coffee's good, right? Only drink it in the morning. The rest of the day is going to be tea. So it's a recession. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a depression. I know some people, it's a depression for the moment because you lost your job, right? Nobody's talking about it, right? Talking about all these retail places closing and these tens of thousands of Americans who are out of work, right? So nobody's talking about it, but it's happening. So, and that, let me give it to you again. 1 year emergency fund. Your bills are $1,000, $2,000 a month. Multiply that times 12. You need that, right? Just think about how empowered that you would be. Now, just a little personal. I always get a little personal on here, right? I've been suffering from long haul symptoms of COVID for a year and a half. Wow. Virtually for 1 year, I decided I didn't know it was going to last a year. I decided I'm not even going to try to work, right? I come over here and do videos and stuff like that, but I had no energy to do anything. That COVID had me in its grasp, right? So if I did not have my emergency fund, people, I would be on here on my YouTube channels and all these other talking about Cash App me, right? Support my channel, right? I don't know. I don't think I'll never, I'm not gonna say I'll never will go and with Cash Apps and PayPals and all that stuff, on my channels. Hey, I have a Patreon account. I hadn't really exposed anyone to that, right? I think that if you want a deeper dive into the things that I'm talking about, come to joshuapondexter.com and pay for a consultation, right? The consultations are not free. So, but they're not expensive either, right? So we make everything affordable for our people. 1 year, not working. It's over almost a year and a half now of not wanting to work. So, hey, man, I'm telling you, I would have been, if you follow me on Facebook and other social media platforms, you have seen I've been getting out of here. I've been out of the country, I've been doing this, been doing that, right? I've been living. But just think, if I didn't have my emergency funds for my business and for my life, I've been in trouble. I would have been in trouble, right? I would have been doing what you call these dusties are doing, trying to find somebody to help me out. What's your number two? What's your sustainable competitive advantage, right? You got to compete. We don't want to compete anymore. We want things easy. I'm the table. I'm this. You ain't nothing unless you compete, right? Curtis wants you to know that I am competition, right? I am competing for every inch of mine. Everything I want, I will compete for, right? So you got to compete. You got to bring the heat. So what's your competitive example in business, in life, right? What is your competitive example? Is it your intelligence? Is it your smile? Is it your generosity? Is it your love, man? What is it? I'm telling you, there's some people that will just love the money out of your pockets, right? This is, they selling you and they treating you so well. And this is, I want to do business with that person, right? I just enjoy. I love doing business with them, right? I enjoy going to work with them, right? Hey, what's your competitive advantage? Right? Number three, pristine morning routine. The 5 a.m. club. I tell you, even though I was suffering mightily with that foolishness, that COVID long haul of symptom, I still got up 4:30, 5 a.m. Sometimes 6 o'clock when the body wouldn't allow me to get up, but still we adhere to this. We still got up and read something motivational, right? I started my morning prayer. I started with scripture reading and things of that nature. That's how I start, right? Then I'll move into something else motivational, take thoughts, what's going on in my head, right? Still planning, right? So the 5 a.m. is a club. It's a club, and there's a whole modality, right? And the book will get you started in the fundamentals, but there's a whole nother level to this mindset. This guy have did the research. He has found that the uber successful people, the world class leaders, entertainers, all have a pristine morning routine, right? You got to get up. You got to seize the day. Got to get up in the morning. So listen, if you have found value and you don't have any idea how to put that 12 months of emergency fund together, holler at your boy, JoshuaPondexter.com. We'll give you a strategy, right? If you don't competitive advantages or in the marketplace, in business, right? We'll help you identify that, develop it. Yeah, absolutely. Go buy that, Miss Wiggins. Absolutely. This great book, and anything else by this young man, shift your mindset. Okay. So that's all I got for you this morning. I got stuff to do. I've been up since 5 a.m. waiting for this hour, right? Preparing for this hour so that we can stay on here 20, 25 minutes, give you something of value, right? Hope we have accomplished that. Listen, I know I'm broadcasting on a lot of platforms this morning, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. And we just want to thank you for especially my YouTube subscribers, right? You help your boy reach milestones of almost 6,000 subscribers. Got my watch hours in, thanks to friends and families, clients watching my videos. We are monetized. That means that Facebook will pay us, as a partner, and the partner program can benefit from AdSense. So, hey, help the channel grow. Tell your friends about my YouTube channel, right? So we're always trying to put something up here, thoughtful, inspirational, something that you can use. So this channel is about financial topics, business topics, personal development, all those things that we have personally done in the course of 20, 25 years intentionally, right? So, hey, I think I'm at my point of time that I want to keep this video. So, JoshuaPondexter.com. Schedule that appointment, that consultation. Once again, we're going to give it to you. Strengthen your business, your life in a recession, because we are in a recession, right? But we don't want to go to a depression. 1 year emergency fund, right? Figure out what makes you, what's your competitive advantage in your business, in your career, in your professional, so you can keep working and keep earning, taking care of yourself, and then develop the morning routine of world-class performers, right? Which I know you want to be, if you're not already, right? You might be, I'm not talking about a business person, an athlete, or stuff like that. You could be a world-class husband. You can be a world-class mother, spouse, wife. You can be a world-class teacher. Nobody has to know. You don't have to get the teacher of the year, but them children that you are impacting, they know. That might be some kind of political thing, teacher of the year, because I got some teachers that I can remember from Miss White, kindergarten. She didn't get no teacher of the year. Hopefully, did I ever give her an apple? So, hey, keep doing it, keep contributing, keep sharing my content, if you will. Always have a wonderful weekend. Always important. We wish you peace, love, and soul. Bye for now.